Hi, and welcome to Solar Discovery Cart. Now, this is definitely a modern, new version of a cart for us, and I'm sure for everyone in the school industry, or any industry for that matter. This is a modern photovoltaic solar panel. And what we've done is we've mounted it to a all-metal base that we can ground mount this entire product right on the ground. So you don't have to mount this up on the roof of your building or on your school. And basically what we've done is designed a real great way for a school system to get introduced into solar incrementally, one panel at a time. So what you do is you can grow this from this single panel into 16 panels alongside of it down on the ground. And basically that's called plug and play. We have a cord here that's connected to your grid. Now this would require, of course, a licensed electrician to do it, and you'd have to use the licensed electrician with local codes being part of the process. But then on the other side, you have the cord that plugs really, literally plug and play, ready to go into the next one on the right-hand side. So you can have up to 16 of these plugged into a lineup if you want to grow what we call your sunny sidewalk, which would literally make a sidewalk full of solar panels. But when you look at this panel, you have to say to yourself, okay, Miles, that's not a cart, and even though we have wheels on it, it might look like a cart today, but basically what you would do is mount it directly to the ground so that it would be stationary. But it comes with a built-in device on the front. So let's say you have someone who wants to donate a panel to you. Well, this is what we call our recognition device. And you place the donor's name and information right on the front. But it's got some really interesting components built right into it. And literally what this is designed to be a 175 watt solar photovoltaic panel. And here in the back and then right on the inside, what we've done is we've got what's called a micro inverter. And that micro inverter is inside each panel and in the base of each panel. And what it's doing is converting that 175 watts of DC direct current power into 240, 220 volts of AC power. So that goes directly into your power grid. And then from there, it blends in with the power that you get from your grid and offsets all the energy necessary. So what we like to see is something in this fashion. We look at the mini laptop cart. If you give me 7 to 8 days of good sunshine pumping in on these, I can recharge about 4 or 5 nights of laptops. So you'll begin to see the equation, and your students will begin to see the equation. And that's where it really gets really neat from here, because there's another part of this product that really I think is interesting, because this device here, made by In-Phase Energy, really is what we call a gateway. And what it's doing is it's living to monitor how much energy you're collecting from this particular solar panel, and then each solar panel that you have down the line. So it's smart. It has a very well-designed process to it that gives you that kind of detailed information. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom in a little bit here on some of the information regarding it, and just so I can get you to understand how this process would work. Basically, we have, of course, our solar panel right here. And then here is the microinverter that's mounted right inside of the cart that's converting the DC to AC, and you go right on into your circuit box. Now, this is where the electrician comes into play. Of course, you'd have to use normal electrical codes to get this all taken care of. Then that energy is blended, the energy I call the green line that you're bringing in from the sunshine. Then that information is being monitored by that in-phase gateway that I just told you about. The coolest thing, though, is going to be when you get over to this side here, because it becomes an internet screen. So you can watch each one of those panels and how well they're doing with all types of really cool conversion processes that give you detailed information. So you can take your students and involve them in a realistic approach to how solar energy is literally being involved in their day-to-day lives. It's not fiction at this point, it has reality. Because if you go outside and you take and put a piece of cardboard over top of this solar panel, you're going to watch the voltage drop. And you're going to see that in real time with your gateway that's coming into your computer. So we look at all of these products as being part of a total package that you would deploy to provide a renewable energy philosophy within your school system or within your building for that matter. And then the way you take it to the next step is a little product sitting right in here. And this is called a kilowatt. And literally what it's doing, it's designed to be placed in between any device that you have that draws current, and it's designed to identify how much energy that particular device is using. So you take the output information that your laptop carts are taking that's provided by your kilowatt information from here, and then you take the input information that's being provided by your in-phase gateway, and you start to put those two pieces together and provide literally a curriculum process for your students that is going on right in front of them, literally right in front of them that's happening. So we look at the DiscoveryCart Solar and also taking the DiscoveryCart Mini Laptop Cart is really a great way to introduce a green lineup in your school with renewable energy. Thanks.